All right, so while our rice is cooking, we are gonna start making our kunde. So in a pan, I have heating up over medium heat here, letting it heat up a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil, and today I'm going to be using vegetable oil because it's a nice neutral oil, it's cheap, you know, we're not wasting anything. Once that gets hot enough, it's getting there, we're gonna add in our veggie oil, just a dash, tad bit. Looks pretty good. Dash more. We like oil. All right. And then to that, we're going to add our onion and sweet potato, and we're going to cook until the onion is soft. You're going to want to stir this potato and onion. You see I accidentally dropped a little bit of kale in there. See, grab that out. You're going to stir this around, move it until you kind of see the onion get kind of translucent and soft. Obviously, the potatoes will take longer, but that's why we're putting them in first so they can kind of slowly cook as the meal goes. Should only take about a few minutes here. Alrighty, so once you can see your onions have gotten a little translucent, they've softened, you might see them kind of brown a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add in our turmeric, which, this is a new bottle, so we have to open that up. Dash of turmeric and a dash of coriander. You should be able to just dump in all your spices when you receive the kit, but me, I'm mixing by hand. So start about a teaspoon of the coriander. We're going to stir until fragrant, until you can smell it on top of the onion. You'll see that the vegetables are soaking that up nicely. Should only take about 30 seconds here, just to kind of coat all the vegetables. And you see it's kind of like a dry mixture now. All right, I'm smelling that, so it's time to add in our next vegetables. Next up, we are going to add our chopped tomato and some salt. dash of salt in there. Kind of dehydrate the tomatoes, pull out a little more water. As these cook down, you're going to see water release into the pan. And you are going to just kind of let this cook down and stir occasionally while that water evaporates. So about 3 to 5 minutes here. Alrighty, so once all that is kind of evaporated down, you'll see the tomatoes have kind of dried themselves out, shriveled up a little bit in the pan. We're letting off a lot of water here from that steam. Pan's getting a little dry, so I'm going to add in the rest of our ingredients. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes here. Alright, next up we're going to add in the half can of drained black eyed peas. About a quarter. To that, we are also going to add our tablespoon of peanut butter. Let me grab that real quick. All right, we got a tablespoon of peanut butter added in there. You can see that. And we're gonna add kale and just a splash of water. The water is gonna help emulsify the peanut butter in there, make it a little creamier, smoother. Add my kale. And just splash of water. Mix that all together and increase your heat until it comes to a boil. So you kind of see we have like very dense like paste mixture right now. The peanut butter isn't quite heated in, so we're gonna keep stirring until that's a little more combined. As you can see, my mixture really, as it's combining more, I think I might need a little more water. Obviously, add a little more water as you see today. We want it to be a little more liquidy, you know, kind of just that way it can come to a boil. A little more water in there, and go ahead and give that a mix. Now you can see through all that steam there, we're cooking off that water. Make sure you're not losing any of the Good flavors on the side of the pan. Scrape those down and back into the mixture. All right. And once we see this come to the boil, I think we're almost there. Simmering pretty hard right now. So once it gets to about this point where a little bit more water is evaporated, we're going to reduce the heat to low. So I had it on high just to kind of get it heat up a little faster. Reduce the heat to low, and we're gonna let this simmer for about 5 minutes so the peas soak up some of that nice, good flavor. So I'll see you in about 5 minutes. All right, so I'm going to take my cooking spoon and serve out. So my rice is finished. I created a little well in the middle. And I'm gonna serve out my kunde. Now this is the point. I've already tasted it, but this is the point where you taste it and add a little more salt if you'd like to. I might add just a little bit of salt over the top. Can't waste a bit. And I'll salt the top here just to give it a little pizzazz. All right, and here we are, folks. This is Kunde, made specially by yours truly. See you next week. Bye-bye.